Now pay attention. Today is Friday. It's the 12th of September, and it's astrology time. It's astrology time. So our moon's in Taurus, and it's going to be void of course at 4:14 p.m. Okay, and it's going to enter Gemini pretty promptly at 5:38. What do we got going on here today? Well, told you to pay attention, right? Listen to your mother today. For some, that may be Gaia. For others, it may be the moon. And for others still, it's your actual mother. So, call her and let her know you love her. The Sun and Mercury are essentially conjunct. That means we're thinking big and getting ready to go for it, okay? We are precisely what we are saying. That's right. What we're saying is precisely what we are. There's no need to parse words. What you're hearing is exactly what you're going to get. When the truth is known, how are you going to be perceived? And today's keyword is revealing. So, shall we talk about this a little bit? Maybe. It seems like the shedding and the getting rid of some baggage over the last couple of weeks, particularly right up to that, the full moon in Pisces, was accompanied by a lot of things coming out, things coming to the surface. There was some hidden stuff that was seen because guess what? Virgo, perceptive, right? That full moon just had that stuff come out. Things were shown. Now, there's consequences for some of that stuff, right? That's part is revealing. That's some of the revealing stuff, right? So, for us, we're not worried about that, guys, are we? What we're worried about is doing the best that we can and making sure that we're providing the maximum good for everyone, for people around us and everything like that. Now, we're on the eve of my oldest grandson's 5th birthday. And trust me, he has a loose tooth. So, getting ready for it, right? I'm probably going to end up seeing him on Sunday, however, only because there's a big party, and I was already told that you don't want to go to see that because it's at a gymnastics place and it includes just about everybody in his school. So, which is a small school, but it's still a good amount of children. So, but fortunately, the staff takes over and the parents can just sit around and talk about how darling their children are, right? Okay, so our color is Ninja Turtle Green. Yep, speaking of my grandson, he's been introduced to those guys. What exactly is going on today? Shall we discuss the Sun conjunct Mercury? Let's talk about that, okay? Why not? The Sun and Mercury will be making their superior conjunction. Now, there's only two planets that form superior conjunctions. That's Mercury and Venus. That's because they orbit faster than the Earth, right? So they can be conjunct with the Earth, meaning with the Sun, and then they will go around, and Earth will chase them, of course. But then they can be conjunct with the Sun again and be farther away from the Earth. The outer planets can't do that. When Earth's going around in its orbit, and it's lining up with those planets. That's when they're that's when they're lining up in that conjunction, right? Now, so superior. Okay, so we got that. The Sun's between the planet and Earth. Inferior conjunctions are when the planet is closer than the Sun. So it's forming that it's coming between Earth and the Sun. Interesting, right? So, with that being said, today works for a lot of practical matters, like calling your mom, okay? Now, there's a fair chance for us to work on some of our practical things, practical, creative things, right? Taurus is very creative, likes it, right? Loves singing, loves doing those things, right? We also can feel a tad romantic. Another thing that Taurus is good for, right? Venus-ruled signs. Where's Venus? Venus is in Leo. So this is going to be a very, let's call it demonstrative kind of thing, a dramatic kind of love. All right? Now, When the moon enters Gemini, she steps into the Uranus portion of the mini grand trine, that talent triangle that we were talking about, right? Between Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus, right? Pluto in Aries, Uranus in Gemini, and Neptune in Aries and Saturn in Pisces. That's right. Everybody's going to be going back except for Pluto. Uranus will be back into Taurus. Neptune will move back into Pisces as well. So, and they're going to do this for the last time because next year when they move back into their respective slots, they're going to be there for the duration. Okay? All right. So there you go. What does that leave us with? How about a little bit of chaos, right? Just a touch. Why not? You got Pluto, you got Uranus, they're trine. Chaos. Let's creative chaos. Let's make something with it, right? Now, get creative and begin your mastery of the chaotic. How's that? So, in 1910, Gustav Mahler's Eighth Symphony, which is called the Symphony of 1,000, premieres in Munich with 1,028 musicians. And our birth is the reason for our introduction today. Right? Now pay attention, 007. It's Q. Born in 1914, Desmond Llewellyn. He's a Welsh actor. He was in the James Bond films from 1963 to 1999. Now, do you think he made money doing that? No. He was paid standard scale. He's a World War II Army veteran and prisoner of war. That's right. He was captured in Dunkirk in 1941, Dunkirk, and 1940, somewhere around there. And he wasn't released until the end of the war. He's born in Newport, Monmouthshire, Wales, and he died in 1999. And that's all I have for you. Let's recap this a little bit, right? Now, pay attention. The color is Ninja Turtle green, and today's keyword is revealing. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate and love every single one of you. Rebecca, always with a comment, always saying something, right? Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys that do that regularly. Tate, haven't seen you for a couple of days, but you're another one that usually comments on YouTube. So that's fantastic. All right, so that's all I got for you. Appreciate and love every single one of you. Today is a 5. Happy astrocatting.